Rangers are ready to listen to offers for Scott Wright and Glen Kamara. So we can call it transfer list, we can call it open to offers, the correct term, but whether or not, it's the same thing basically, isn't it? They're willing to sell. So it's transfer list or not. Of course, I made the fit about Scott Wright in January. Of course, no one came in for him, well, not to my knowledge. But there has been links with Preston North End for Scott Wright. So I'll talk about Scott Wright because we've kind of already talked about Glen Kamara quite a lot. But Sky Sports reporting this permanent exit on the card. Rangers are opening to offers for first team pair Glen Kamara and Scott Wright this summer as they expect to make several additions during the summer transfer window. Of course, goes on to mention who we've already signed, yada yada yada. But Kamara, there's been 10 million, 6 million, half a million, 20 million. We don't know how much Glen Kamara is going to go for, but we know for a fact that Scott Wright's going to go for peanuts. Absolute peanuts. Yeah, Scott Wright is like mid-table championship at best. The guy, like, he can be good, right? Scott Wright can be good. There's times he comes on and he's alright, he goes on runs, but it's the final product's awful. He's like a less pacey and way less effective version of Sakala. That's what he reminds me of. Now Sakala, but the difference is Sakala can be awful and actually like still get a goal and assist. Scott Wright does not get either. He does not get goals. He does not get assists. He does not really contribute to the cause. He really hasn't. I mean, he will be remembered, I guess, for a goal in a cup final, which is all right. But I mean, not exactly lived up to what he could have been. And to think some people made out that Scott Wright, when we signed him for Aberdeen, was great, but signing Ryan Jack all those years ago was pish. Come on, guys, what's that all about? But yeah, I have no issues with selling Scott Wright. If I was to put a price on him, I would be absolutely shocked if anybody paid more than like $1 million for him. I think it would be around a couple of 100,000, 500,000, 600,000, around about that fee. So yeah, I think that's what I'd go for. But Glen Kamara, I mean, I don't know what Kamara's going to go for. We're not going to really know until bids come in, because 10 million, I mean, I just put 5 million. I think we'd be lucky to get 5, but we'll see. It depends who comes in for him, because I think there is interest for Kamara, like, across the board. It's not just Championship, it's Premiership, it's French teams. I think Kamara's even the sort of player you could even see like Saudi Arabian clubs going for, because they're beginning. Saudi Arabian clubs are doing what the Chinese Super League did. They're signing a lot of players, and also, I mean, they can't just sign all the stars. Saudi Arabian clubs, they need to sign players to like beef out their current clubs. And Glen Kamara, you try to tell me Glen Kamara wouldn't walk into any Saudi Arabian Premier League team? Of course he would. Yeah, because I know some of them have got Benzema and Ronaldo up front, but the rest of the team is full of like shite players. So maybe a Saudi Arabian club's going to come in and offer like 70 billion for Glen Kamara, and that is how Rangers take off. But yeah, Glen Kamara, it's a go for me. And finally, Antonio Colak. We've had another journalist by the name of Johnny McFarlane saying that Colak is probably going to leave because there's so much talk about Desser's coming in, Lammers coming in. And if they both come in, which is looking very likely, obviously talked about that earlier, 8 million, that would leave those two in like Sakala and also Roof. It doesn't look like he's going to be going anywhere, because I don't think anyone's going to want him. Well, I think teams would want Colak because he's just not very injury prone. Roof is like, it's like signing a broken glass window to replace your current window. It's just not going to happen. But for Colak, I feel like, yeah, I can see it happening. How much could we make back on him? I don't know. Probably about what we got for him. Could be similar like Ben Davies. We want 4 million for Davies. But that's a joke though. 2 million for Colak, 4 million for Ben Davies. Come on, awful. But anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave you. I'm watching the Champions League final. Come on, Inter Milan. But you know what? Inter Milan started strong. And if you want to see a review on it, check out Fog Football. We'll be there. But anyway, till next time. Peace. Oh shit, no, De Bruyne. Oh, he slipped on his arse. Oh yeah.